Hey, what's up? We are going to set up our tripod and camera for Sunday service. First off, take our tripod out of the bag. It has 3 adjustment knobs right here, which give you kind of a fine-tuned adjustment. We're gonna start by just extending the 3 legs. You can tighten them all. We'll go back in and make sure everything's level in a sec. But first off, we're gonna come over here to the top here. This is the camera plate. We're gonna push this knob right here, loosen it here, and then this is gonna come out. We're gonna hit this release button, and that's gonna come out. We're gonna take this, notice it has 2 pieces here. That's gonna line up with the camera. Notice the lens thing should line up with the lens of the camera. So we're gonna take those 2, we're gonna attach it in, screw that in so it's nice and tight. If you have a key or a coin, you should use it to tighten this so it doesn't wiggle at all before we pop it in. Now, once it's like that, we're gonna set it off to the side. We're gonna come back to our tripod. We're gonna extend the legs. So on each side here, there's 2 release levers. We're gonna make sure all 3 legs are fully extended. There we go. This is power of community. Now what you're gonna do once you go up, we're gonna make sure that this little bubble is in the middle. Right now, it's not quite there. So we're gonna use these 3 adjustment knobs to level us out, adjust the positioning of our legs until it is close level. There we go, right, should be right there.
We'll make the legs shorter here. How's that?
Yeah, that looks great. Okay, so now that we're all level, we're gonna come up here. Other thing we're gonna do, this knob, in order to make it nice and easy to adjust while we're actually filming, we're gonna loosen this, pull this out, and then re-tighten it. So now I can move it like this. So now we're gonna go ahead and take
I'm gonna take off the lens cap.
the lens cap, very important here. We're gonna take our camera, hold it very carefully, and we're gonna insert with this plate back into here. So we're gonna make sure that the lens is going this way. Notice the lens is going this way, the handle is going this way. We're gonna slide in that same release button on the other side. You'll have to press and hold it to get in there. Once it slides in, you'll tighten it using this knob. That camera is in there nice and tightly. Now we can start connecting our different pieces to it. So first off, we're gonna grab a battery. So whenever you're make sure we put the battery pack in before we attach our plate. Everything will slide in nicely there. So now we're gonna slide it in. Again, we're gonna press the button so it is able to slide in, and then we're gonna go ahead and turn this knob until it's nice and tight. So next up, now we have the battery, it's on tight, the tripod is nice and level, it's extended. We're going to get our power. So notice there's an input here, an input here, and an input here. And we'll need to attach our different cords. So first up is the power. It's gonna go right in there. There we go. Next up is our HDMI cord. This HDMI cord is directional, meaning you need to plug the camcorder side into the camcorder, the display side into this display. So HDMI cord's gonna go in there. We're gonna plug the other side of that. It'll say to switcher HDMI 3. You're gonna plug it into our switcher in the 3rd HDMI port. Next up, we wanna put in our remote. So this allows us to really easily change all the angles and zoom in nicely.
So you're just gonna unscrew these bottom parts.
And whenever we install it, make sure it's at the edge so this piece can twist freely.
I got you. That's it.
There we go.
Boom.
Lastly, as a backup measure, we're gonna come over here, open this. This is our HDMI port. We're gonna take
These are
out
where the SD cards are?
yeah, not HDMI, SD card, thank you. We're gonna take our SD card, we're gonna slide it in.
There's 2 slots, but either of them work. Ooh, it hides.
So now we are all set. You should be able to zoom in, zoom out. And when you're ready to hit record, you can hit this big R on the remote and we are recording.
You can also hit the record right here if the remote is not active that day. And then we start at 9:45 for our pre-service. And when we end, Eric, what do we do to shut down?
Whenever we are ready to shut down, make sure to hit stop record. And then we can just do the process in reverse. So once we're not recording anymore, we can come over to the SD card slot, remove our SD card. We're gonna put it back in our SD card case with the label side down to show that it has been used. Then we can go ahead and close that, close this. We're gonna unplug our different elements here so we can unplug our remote. We can unplug our HDMI. We can unplug our power. We're gonna disassemble our remote here, set it off to the side. We're gonna wrap our power cords. We're going to take this, we're gonna unscrew this because we wanna remove our camera. A couple turns should do. We're gonna hit our release button, firm grip on the camera, slowly remove it out. We're gonna put the camera somewhere safe.
Just a note, the camera can slide forward. So make sure that you're sliding it backwards or you have a grip of the camera as you release.
There we go.
That's it. Sweet. Is that 7?